All right, let's start with a simple question. Why does budgeting become even more critical when you have a side hustle? I mean, isn't a side hustle just extra money?
That's exactly what most people think. They assume that because it's extra income, they don't have to track it as carefully as their main paycheck. But from what I've seen, a lot of people actually lose money by not budgeting their side hustle income properly.
Exactly. A side hustle isn't just bonus money. It's part of your financial system. The problem is, if you don't have a budget for it, that money disappears. You start spending it without realizing where it's going. And the worst part? Many people end up spending more than they earn from their side hustle. It's called lifestyle creep.
Right. So they think, I'm making an extra $500 a month. Why not upgrade my car? Or I can finally afford to eat out more often. Then suddenly, they're still living paycheck to paycheck.
Exactly. Here's the thing. If you don't give your money a job, it finds its own job. And that job is usually to leave your bank account.
Haha, that's a good way to put it. So what's the best way to integrate side hustle income into a budget?
Great question. We'll break it down step by step in the next section. But in simple terms, 1. Treat your side hustle like a business. 2. Separate your personal and side hustle finances. 3. Decide in advance where every dollar should go. And that last one, deciding in advance, that's the game changer. But before we dive into that, let's address something huge: taxes. Because a lot of people don't realize how much of their side hustle income actually belongs to Uncle Sam.
Oh man, taxes. That's the part no one talks about when they start a side hustle. They see the money coming in, but they forget about what's going out.
Right? If you make $1,000 a month from your side hustle, you are not actually making $1,000. Depending on your tax bracket and deductions, you might only be keeping $700 or even less.
And that's if you even save for taxes. I bet a lot of people just spend all their side hustle income and then get hit with a huge tax bill at the end of the year.
Exactly. I've seen it happen over and over. Someone earns an extra $10,000 in a year, thinks they're doing great, and then boom, April comes, and they owe thousands in taxes they didn't plan for.
So what's the fix? How do you budget for taxes on a side hustle?
The golden rule: set aside at least 25 to 30% of every dollar you make for taxes. Ideally, put it in a separate account so you're not tempted to touch it.
Got it. And what about hidden costs? What should side hustlers be watching out for?
Great question. Let's break it down. Payment processing fees, PayPal, Stripe, etc. Marketing and advertising, if you run a business side hustle. Equipment and supplies, laptops, tools, gas for driving gigs, etc. Self-employment taxes. This one shocks people the most. So budgeting isn't just about what you make. It's also about what you keep.
All right, so let's get practical. You've got a side hustle. You're making money. Where should that money go?
Here's my personal system, and trust me, it works. 50% reinvestment, back into your business or skill development. 30% saving and debt payoff because security equals freedom. 20% lifestyle enjoyment because you earned it. This breakdown ensures you're growing, securing your future, and still having fun.
I love that. Most people either spend it all or save it all, but this gives balance.
Exactly. Now, let's talk about how to actually scale a side hustle to turn it into a major income stream.
So what's the biggest mistake people make when trying to grow their side hustle?
They try to do everything themselves. They refuse to delegate, automate, or invest in tools. Eventually, they burn out.
Yeah, I've seen that. Someone starts a freelance gig, they get more clients, but they don't have systems in place, so they're drowning in work.
Exactly. The key to scaling is 1. Automate repetitive tasks. Use software, templates, or AI tools. 2. Outsource low-value work. Hire a virtual assistant. Use Fiverr/Upwork. 3. Increase prices as demand grows. Work smarter, not harder. These 3 steps alone can double your side hustle income without doubling your workload.
Wow, I gotta admit, this conversation opened my eyes. I always thought a side hustle was just some extra spending money. But now I see. It's about security, control, and building real wealth.
Exactly. A side hustle isn't just about making a little extra. It's about changing your entire financial future. It's the difference between living paycheck to paycheck and having options.
But what if someone listening right now feels stuck? Like they don't know where to start?
Great question. And I get it, it can feel overwhelming. But here's the secret. The hardest part is just getting started.
So what's the first thing they should do after this episode?
All right, here's your 3-step action plan. Step 1. Pick one side hustle from today's list. Just one. No overthinking. No analysis paralysis. Just pick something that excites you. Step 2. Set a 30-day goal. Not make $1 million. Just a realistic goal. Example, earn your first $100 from it. Step 3. Budget that money smart. No blowing it on junk. Either reinvest it, pay off debt, or start building your financial cushion.
All right, you heard the man. It's challenge time. Can you make your first $100 in 30 days? Let's see who's up for it.
In fact, drop a comment right now. What's your side hustle idea? Already making money? Tell us what's working for you. Still stuck? Let us know what's holding you back. We'll answer your questions in the next episode.
And hey, if you don't comment, we'll just assume you're scared of making money.
Look, I've seen it time and time again. People sit on the fence, waiting for the perfect time to start. And guess what? The perfect time never comes. But the people who just start, they're the ones who actually change their lives.
Yeah, so which one are you going to be? The person who talks about making money, or the person who actually does it?
If you're serious about leveling up your finances, hit that subscribe button right now. We've got more episodes coming on how to turn a side hustle into a full-time income, how to avoid common mistakes, and even how to scale up to 6 figures. You don't want to miss it.
And if you found this valuable, hit the like button, because when you engage with this content, it tells the algorithm, yo, this is important, and more people will see it.
We're building a community of financially smart, ambitious people here, and you are a part of it. So let's make those money moves together. We'll see you in the next episode.